Walker Radio presents the Bamf Walker Podcast.
Hey guys, welcome to the Bamf Walker Podcast. It's your host, Jake, also known as Bamf Walker on Twitter. So, how's your Black Friday going? Mine's going pretty well. I went out and bought a couple things. Walmart had two pretty sick deals that I couldn't pass up on. Some Turtle Beach headphones, which regular price are like $65-$70, and I got them for $39. It was pretty nice. And I also got Solo Beats by Dre. They were $114, regular price $199, but I didn't make it there on time. It was a hour-long guarantee that you'll get it, so I'm waiting online right now trying to register my code to get them shipped to my house. But enough about that. It's been a pretty eventful last 2 weeks. They were all about the governor, so why don't we just hop right into that. So basically what happened in the first episode, so I haven't been here in 2 weeks, the first episode, the governor, it showed him, and he had a full beard and whatever, so it was all that kind of stuff. And he was just walking along a road, and, with the two goons he has, Martinez and Schumpert. Schumpert's dead, by the way. I'll explain a little bit about that later, but, so the governor and his two guys camped out for the night, and basically the governor gave up because showed him getting basically almost tackled by a walker, and he didn't do anything to stop it. So I think that Martinez and Schumpert really just gave up on him and decided to say, forget him, we're going to go start a new group and hopefully succeed a lot more than what they would with the governor. So then it shows the governor just walking along a road. He gets a truck. I assume they had it from before when Woodbury was together, and he basically just drove the truck right through the gates that they have there. So after he drove through the gates, he burned down his house and all the other buildings. Then he basically just walked out and looked on for a while and found a barn that had the name Brian, I don't know how to pronounce the last name, Harriet or whatever it is, Harriet I'm going to go with. And that turns into his alter ego. So he finds a group with two older ladies. I wouldn't say they're older, they're probably like 35, 40. And their father and one of the ladies' daughters. So basically what happens is he gets up to their apartment building because he sees the little girl peeking out through the window, and they take him in. He sleeps for one night, and the next day he goes and says he's going to leave, but they insist that he stay for another night or two. Then when he was finally about to leave, they ask him to go down to a retirement home down the street to go grab some oxygen tanks because that's what's keeping their dad alive. So after that, he brings it back after nearly getting killed by a couple walkers. And then basically what happens is the girls watch their father die, and they don't know that and everyone is infected by now, but because they're so secluded in their own apartment. So after that, the governor runs in there and smashes his head so that he would die with one of the oxygen tanks. So after that, they realize, wow, we can't survive without him. He knows a lot more than we do. So when the governor finally leaves, they insist that he take them with her. So what happens is they take one of their trucks full of food, which doesn't have that much food in it, and he drives it away to try and find somewhere nicer. Then when it gets stuck, they get out and look to see a bunch of walkers in the road, and they get out and they just book it into the woods. So that's basically what happens in the first episode. So after that, the governor picks up the little girl named Megan and runs and gets trapped in a hole that Martinez digs to trap walkers in. Then after that, the governor kills all of the walkers and keeps the little girl safe. Basically, the bond between the little girl and the governor is that the governor misses his daughter and the little girl misses her dad, so it's kind of like a match made perfectly, so they actually do care about each other very much. And so what I believe is that the governor is going to do everything he can to protect Megan, because he couldn't protect Penny well enough to keep her alive for very long. So then basically what happens is Martinez accepts him into the group, but he has to keep one promise that Martinez is the leader and the governor isn't the leader anymore. The governor does, and we'll see how well that keeps up. I'll be right back after this short song.
In my hands, I hold the ashes. In my veins, black pitch runs. In my chest, fire catches. In my way, setting sun. Dark clouds gather round me. To the west, my soul's bound. That I will go on ahead free. There's a light yet to be found. Last pale light in the west. Last pale light in the west. And I ask for no redemption in this cold, barren place. Still I see a faint reflection, and so by it, got my way. Last pale light in the west. Last pale light in the west.
If you recognize that last song, you're right to recognize it. It wasn't in the last episode, but it was in the first Governor episode. I always try and play at least one song from The Walking Dead in my broadcast every week because, well, it is a Walking Dead podcast, so I think that that's what's most important, and you guys want to know the name of the songs. Actually, I don't know the name of that song. I found it on YouTube. I'll send out a link if anyone wants me to. Just send me a quick tweet at @bamf_walker. So basically, I'm going to finish up what the synopsis of last week's episode was, so the governor and Martinez start to play golf, or they start driving some balls like a driving range that Martinez set up, and the governor then gets angry at Martinez because he's saying, yeah, why don't we just share the power? And the governor doesn't like that. He thinks it's an insult, and he pushes Martinez off of the camper that they're standing on, which was what they were driving balls off of, and then he feeds him to the walkers that were in the pit. So basically, Martinez is out of the picture. The governor's unstoppable now. Nobody knows about his past, and he can do whatever he wants now. So the group comes together and realizes, wow, someone fed Martinez to the walkers, or Martinez, since there has been a lot of alcohol recently that they found, was drunk and fell into it. So what's up is the governor just keeps quiet. And then after they fight it out and realize, wow, we need to pick someone and we should do a election, they all disperse and they're going to figure out how to do that. And the governor actually ends up killing one of the nice guys that was there, the one that had a level head, instead of the ones that are very crazy and think, oh, just kill, that's how we can survive, rather than just surviving without killing. So he kills that guy and then comes up to his brother, who's not a very nice guy, and says, fuck you, I killed your brother, I'm the leader now. And that's pretty much what I believe happened. So then the governor takes a drive out into the woods, and I'm fairly sure that he was aiming to go to this place. He drives into the woods and sees the prison and sees Rick and Carl farming, which was in 2 episodes ago, so episode 5 at the very end when they were eating the beans and stuff. So he sees them and then just kind of leaves it. But then he looks at Herschel and Michonne and realizes, oh shit, Michonne's right there, I should probably go kill her. And then the episode ends after him pointing the gun at Michonne. So we'll have to find out what happens on Sunday, but I'll be right back after this nice song.
Look up in the sky and you will see me fly. I said, oh my. No, I'm not afraid to die. Oh my. Look up in the sky and you will see me fly. I said, oh my. No, I'm not afraid to die. No, I'm not afraid to die. Look up in the sky and I said, oh my.